You join me outside one of London's 272 underground stations, about to embark on a mission to travel on all 11 lines in a single day. Why? Well, I've wanted to do this for ages now. I've been living in London for about 2 years and I've been on every line individually, but how awesome would it be to say I've been on every single underground line in a single day? I also have to say I'm not going to all 272 stations in a single day because that would be mental. What I am going to do is go to enough to say I've been on every line and so I can get to the next line on the mission. The Central Line, opened in 1900, which is insanely long ago, served 301 million passengers in 2019. How insane is that? I'm currently at Bank. I've just travelled from Bethnal Green and now I'm going to head to the District Line. The escalator is down. So I'm walking down this like single lane staircase. Single lane staircase? It's not a road, but it's kind of odd. I've not really got a plan to which line I'm going to next, so I've chosen the one which is apparently the longest walk away. I've been walking for about 10 minutes now, this is kind of crazy. We're just here, let's go. Now waiting for the next district line.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform.
So the District Line opened in 1868, which is crazy. 2019 served 251 million people and I think it serves about 60 stations, so it's a big one. So I've now just crossed the bridge and we're going to head on the Hammersmith City line, opened in 1863. So it's actually on the opposite platform to where I just got off. Just travelled from Aldgate East and we're now at King's Cross. It's a very big hub in London. I'm going to go and catch the Victoria line, which is the light blue one. Opened in 1968, it's pretty new, the year after my dad was born, hello dad. And it is actually one of 2 lines to be completely underground. So in 2019, this line was used by passengers 302 million times, 1 more million than the Central line. And we're actually only going to go 1 stop to Euston to get the Northern line. And just like that, 1 stop later, we're at Euston and the Northern branch. So opened in 1890 as the City and South London Railway, it later changed its name in 1937 to the Northern Line. And here we go. We're only actually going to go 1 stop again. We're going to go back to King's Cross. Let's go and get the Circle Line next. And I forgot to say, this was used by passengers 339 million times in 2019.
The next station is King's Cross St Pancras.
So I'm actually back where I got off the Hammersmith City line to get on a Circle Line. And we have ended up in Baker Street, which is famous for being one of the oldest tube stations in the world. So just like Baker Street Station itself, the Circle Line is incredibly old. Also opened in 1863. It basically works like a spiral around London. It's kind of interesting. It's not the one that I use the most. So that was the Metropolitan line, opened in 1863. It's the magenta one. I thought it was purple, looked on Wikipedia, it says it's magenta, so it's magenta. That's the next train I need to get, the Jubilee line. Go, 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 go. I missed it. This is actually the newest underground line, opened in 1979, not including the Elizabeth line. That isn't technically an underground line. It serves about 27 stations, there's the sun, was used about 270 million times in 2019. I've come back to Baker Street to get the Bakerloo line. It's got Baker in the name. This was opened in 1906 and actually this train here is over 50 years old. It's the oldest running passenger train in Britain and I've just missed this train, that's fine. Now I've travelled to Piccadilly Circus to Forget what line? None other than the Piccadilly line. So opened in 1906, it actually shares some of the track with the District and the Metropolitan line. You can see it right there. Had about 217 million rides in 2019. Here it comes. So that was a really short ride, as we're back at, well, not back at Leicester Square. We're first time at Leicester Square, but we're gonna go back on the Northern Line to get to the final line of today, which I'm very excited for. I wonder how many miles there are of walkways underneath London just to connect between the stations. So finally, out of everything we've done today, we're at the last line and I have to go down that slope to get to it. The Waterloo and City line. Opened in 1898. It's actually the least used line. Only 17 million rides in 2019. I kept it from you, but it is the other line to be completely underground. And out of all the lines, I think it's the most cool. Only has 2 stations, Waterloo and Bank. Waterloo to the City. I think it's just so awesome. So this train right now is coming out of the depot, which is just there, because there's only 2 stations. Waterloo has all the trains, and that's where they stay overnight. But let's get on, I'm very excited. Here we are, our own section. Bank, Waterloo, there's just 2. There is just 2. Carriage to myself. And we're out. The challenge is done. 11 lines. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I have, definitely. Please subscribe, and I hope to see you again soon. Have a lovely day. Goodbye.